Hey everybody, welcome to another Wednesday. It is Wednesdays with Winnie and Gary for Wednesday, February 21st, 2018. And Gary here is trying to help Jenny with prepping dinner here and resetting up our Brita filter. So we had to do it a little bit earlier tonight. And at this time, we're actually in the process of making dinner, having some homemade ramen soup. And Gary is assisting. So this is kind of what we have to deal with all the time whenever we're prepping dinner. We always have the challenge of kind of monitoring to make sure that cats are safe and they're not getting onto the stove and getting in the way, getting near knives, things like that. And Gary's always super curious. This time, Winnie's just kind of hanging out there in the corner. She's just kind of chilling out. So, I don't know why she's just hanging out. Oh, Gary's actually calming down tonight. He's usually trying to jump over and be involved with the cooking process, but he's actually pretty chilled out. You helping, buddy? You helping? Huh? Your big floofy belly? Well, it's not really floofy belly. Winnie's actually got some belly floof to her. And Gary's just kind of lounging here. Look at those feet, buddy. Look at those feet. He's kind of inspecting here. Gary. Let's let Mama cook there. Huh? I know what'll get you out of there. Come here, buddy. Let's get out over here. Winnie. Whoop. Gary, you gonna come with us? Winnie already went into the other room here. What you hearing, Winnie? Winnie, are you watching the Bath Time Kitties on Kitten Academy? Oh, I think they want to play with a laser. They're looking at the laser here. Here, what about this? You want to see the Bath Kitties? Oh, nope. She says nope. See if Gary wants to see the Bath Time Kitties. Here, buddy. Check it out. Check it out. He's not interested. They actually were watching earlier. They were watching TV earlier. I had a little background music going, so there was a DJ on the TV, and they were watching the records go around. It was kind of funny. I think he's seriously just more interested in the laser. So they already had their dinner, and they had their dinner, and they were looking to play now. Oh, and I saw the live chat. I didn't mean DJ from Kitten Academy. I meant a DJ as in a music DJ with turntables. So they were watching the records go around earlier while I was working from home. They're pretty chilled out right now. Pretty chilled out today. Yeah, the only records I think that DJ from Kitten Academy spins are medical records. That's what I think. Whoa! And just grabbed their favorite toy as of late. Just grabbed it, and Winnie just jumped on the stick right away. They love this thing like so much. So much. Whoa! Gary. And it also takes Gary a little bit to get excited about this. Winnie just gets crazy about this stick right away. Gary likes to chase it on the ground, though, as you can see. She just loves this thing. Oh, I can't move it, Gary. Sorry, she's got it. Whoa. It's funny. It's just the simplest things. They broke this toy the first night that we had it, because that thing over there on the ground, that little orange feather with little paper raffia strings, was on the end of this thing. And they broke it off the first night. And they still love both of these toys. They love the stick and they love the feather and paper, which we call their birdie, because it looks like a little birdie there. So, yeah, and some people noticed on the chat there that there's blue tape all over there. Their birthday cake box here. Winnie loves this box so much. She loves this box so much that we didn't have the heart to get rid of it yet, and they keep tearing it apart and pulling the paper, so we've taped it up and they still use it. She just loves it. I'm gonna flip the mic around here. Hopefully you can hear Winnie when she tries to bite this string. She makes like a chomping sound. You're silly, Winnie. You're silly. Gary. We'll let Winnie catch you in that box. She loves that box. Even though it's both your boxes. Never mind, you can stay in there. Winnie loves that box, though. But there'll be days when Jenny will bring home boxes from her work, and we'll get boxes from Amazon, and we'll put them out here for a few days. And they'll jump in them, the new boxes, for like a day. But then they always just leave those alone and go back to the cake. They just love that cake box for some reason. We don't know why. You're so silly. So silly. I'm not even swinging it around, just holding this in place, and she just loves this. It's too funny. And it's so funny that this toy is such a hit, because it broke the first day. We thought it was going to fall apart when we bought it, because it actually is two pieces. It has this little slide thing, and it just comes apart. Just assemble it and slide this. Yeah, and Jenny was just saying, didn't we even say to each other in the store that this thing was going to fall apart? And the stick has been solid. That's the part we thought was going to break. It's the toy itself that fell apart. And the funny thing is, this fuzzy red thing here, that's the string here. That's the string. It's just shredded. It's just shredded. Gary likes this. Gary, you like your birdie? He actually will chase this, and he'll bring this. He'll grab it and drop it off at our feet, and expect us to throw it, and he'll play fetch with this thing. Yeah, I do wonder how. I do wonder how their siblings are. I saw some really adorable video of their bro Charlie that was posted to Twitter today. You should check out Charlie's Twitter feed for some awesome videos and pictures. He's down in Texas. And yeah, Charlie Monster. He's got some great pictures posted, but we have no idea how Zapf and Baskerville are doing. And we do see pictures of their mom cat, Ariel, posted on Twitter, and the Kitten Academy Discord chat every now and then too. And she's doing wonderful. She's up in Wisconsin, just over the border from us. And she is just adorable. You got it, buddy? Gary loves this thing. Gary just loves anything with this raffia paper, which I guess isn't really paper. I mean, raffia is like dried out reeds from a raffia palm tree. So, but this toy may actually be paper. We're not sure if it's really raffia. Although they bite on it a lot, so I think it is really raffia. Here, Gary. Gary's like, what happened there? Winnie. Winnie. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. You want a chin scratch? Winnie's been so lovey lately. She wakes me up every morning. It's funny because Gary, when I go to bed, I'll lay down in bed and Gary's usually kind of on my pillow before I get to bed waiting for me. And he's usually waiting for me. I lay down in bed, I slowly start to lay down, I put my head down, he moves and he climbs up on my chest, and then he sits on my chest for a while. He's a chest crusher, and he'll purr as I scratch his belly. He lays on his side. He kind of smothers me. And after a while, when I start to get tired and fall asleep, he gets up and walks away. So it's always kind of funny every night because I start to fall asleep. So he's not getting his belly rubbed anymore. So he gets up and walks away. And by him getting up and walking away, I wake up and I'm like, no, stay. And every night it's me telling him stay, and he walks away because he knows I'm falling asleep. And then he goes and lays on top of Jenny. And then in the morning, Winnie wakes me up, and it's probably because she's hungry. She climbs up and stands on my chest and meows in my face. Right, sweetie? Right? You got your stick? Can I move it? I'm going to try moving it. Nope, I'm not allowed to move it. Nope, I guess not. Can I move it? You love this thing, don't you? You love this thing. She's so silly. Gary, what are you doing? He's just kind of watching. He's such an observer. He loves playing, but he sits back while Winnie plays a lot. Which is kind of funny. Whoa. I don't know if you heard that. A lot of action on the Kitten Academy live stream there. Kitten Academy Inception. This is where Winnie and Gary spent their first days. With that hand right there, with Mr. A. Yeah, now here they are, just over a year old. And we do have a ton of their toys, and pretty much we still have all of their toys that they ever had. We still have their Smarty Cat toy and a whole bunch of other toys, but they have so many toys that I think they sometimes get overwhelmed with it. So we put some of them away, and we decided we were going to start rotating their toys in and out. So instead of a massive pile of toys, we've kind of pared it down, and we've got a storage bin that's full of all their toys, and we've kind of just kept it down to this small batch of toys. If you want to say small batch, it is a large batch of toys, really, that they play with. And then after about a month or so, we're going to kind of rotate some in and out. But the funny thing is, with all their toys, they have this broken toy that they just love. This stick with a string and the birdie that was on top of it. Right, buddy? Right, Gary? Gary. Let's see. He's not interested. He sometimes chases it. That, I think he plays with mostly on his terms. We really never get to initiate his play with that toy. He usually brings it to us when he wants to play with it, but maybe he's going to do that. I don't know. Nope. And it's funny because it usually is around this time. It usually is around when we're preparing dinner that he'll bring that to us. But I think it's probably because we're ignoring him at that time. And they've finished eating and they start running around and we're working in the kitchen. And he will bring that into the kitchen, drop it at our feet, and plop down on his side. And it's funny because he'll kind of push the toy around at our feet. So I think that that's when he's like, hey, pay attention. But since I'm paying attention to them now, he's not doing that. He is kind of getting a whiff of the catnip that's inside that mackerel there. So I wonder if he'll play with that a little. Let me kind of mash it up a little to see if it kind of gets the scent permeating the outside of it. Here, buddy. Here's your fish. Like your mackerel? No, he's hearing all the sounds in the kitchen. So he's hugging the fishy, but not too interested in it. Winnie's watching the TV here. She sees Mr. A, and here's the bath time kittens. I didn't turn the volume on the TV down, so I'm not sure if it's getting picked up on this video, but there's some squeaky bath time kitties up there. Yeah, she looks up and her ears perk up every time that they meow. Winnie, you want to see them closer? She's probably going to jump down since I'm picking her up, trying to bring her there. No, she's like, no, don't pick me up. You want to see? Come on. Let's see. Whoa. She's like, no. Here. Look at the kitties. Look at the kitties. No? You don't know those kitties? You don't want to know those kitties? It's the new class. I know you're just a graduate, but you got to respect the incoming class. She's definitely not interested. Winnie. I think she likes hearing them meow, though. And, it's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see. There's little scratches on our bezel of our TV because Winnie has been jumping up and sitting on top of our TV. It's not a relatively new TV, so it's still flat screen, but it's still a little thick, so she sits up on top there. She loves doing that. Whenever there's sports on, which isn't that often, but like action sports like skateboarding or something, she likes watching that. I don't know why. And she'll jump up there. Winnie. Not interested, huh? Gary, what are you looking for? Your mackerel? It's your mackerel. Oh, am I bugging your ear with the mackerel? Gary. Gary. He's like, no. I'm gonna go to my toy bin. They're not interested in that. Yeah, they did just eat, so they're probably pretty relaxed, although they can never resist this. Oh yeah, Jenny D says they will resist it if I'm filming. We'll see. No, see what I mean? Even though they just ate, they can't resist this. Oh, the other trick I had today. This morning I was making some coffee. And they were kind of getting in the way when I was making coffee. It was making Turkish coffee, so it was in a little e-brick pot on the stove, which takes like 10 minutes to make. So I was babysitting that this morning, and Gary kept coming up, seeing what I was doing, and I didn't want him to get in the way. And so I found this little app on my phone, and it's a little game for cats. I searched for apps that were just games for cats, and it was literally that. It was just a realistic looking fly that scurries across your phone screen. I set my phone down on the counter, and they were totally just enticed by that and watching that. So that was pretty funny because I was able to finish making my coffee while they were smacking my phone around the counter. No? Bored with that now? Winnie's just going to head tilt at it. Just going to head tilt at the laser, Winnie? Is that all you're going to do? Yeah. Just head tilting at the laser. It's the Wednesday night for Winnie. Yeah, and we know when Gary's kind of tired. He's still enthralled with the laser, but he'll just sit there and watch it instead. Sorry, my live stream app froze there for a second, but that's Gary just kind of staring at the laser sometimes when he gets bored with it, and that's kind of how I use the treadmill. Right, Gary? That's how you get your exercise too. Yeah, so they're a little distracted tonight, I think, because they got the sounds on the TV, even though they are not watching it. They perk up at those sounds, and we're in the middle of making dinner, so they're getting distracted by that too. But this, in a way, is kind of nice because I'm giving them a little entertainment and distraction from bothering us in the kitchen. And they're never a bother, but when you're trying to prepare a meal, it just gets a little worrisome sometimes because we're scared they're going to jump up on the stove or something, and that can't be good for anybody. Right, Gary? Come on, buddy. You gonna get that laser tonight? It's beat you every night. I'm gonna see if he'll play with this one. Got this good old laser. Yeah, he really loves this one. Winnie even likes this one a lot. I think because it's a little more erratic and we can go really fast with it. Gary, it's behind you, buddy. It's right there, Winnie. Gary sees it. It's in your box. Gary. Here it is, buddy. Here it is. That's the funny thing. Gary will totally chase us up the wall. Whoop. It's funny how Winnie will stop at the carpet. She knows she gets no traction there, and she knows she skids around, so... Whoa, you're getting some airtime there, Gary. Winnie doesn't jump as high, but Gary will just leap. And it's funny, he can get up to that light switch, but he's never turned it on or off. Whoa, Winnie, that was pretty good. And I do need to exercise them more, because we play with them every night, but not as intensively as we do on Wednesday nights on the live stream. And we play with them, but in shorter spurts. We'll play with them for like, 10-15 minutes, and then, a little later in the day, another 10-15 minutes. We kind of give them a break, but they probably do need a lot more playtime, considering how big Gary's getting. I mean, we don't overfeed him, but he gets into Winnie's food quite a bit. And that's hard to monitor sometimes. What I would like to do is build some shelves around the house so they can just kind of climb the wall, since they're kind of climbers and they love their big cat tree. And Winnie loves climbing up on top of the TV. So, unfortunately, she stopped climbing the curtains, even though she still likes to climb. She doesn't climb the curtains like she used to. I do have some pictures where she's all the way up on top of the curtain rod when she was a little kitten. Yeah, but here you can kind of see how their differences are in size. Gary is so much bigger. Last time we weighed them, he was like almost 2 pounds bigger, but we haven't weighed them for a while, and we probably should. Probably should. My cats. Oh, they hear some kids outside. Gary's distracted over there. That's okay. Sorry about that. The live stream kind of froze up there again. But yeah, that's sorry about that. So yeah, that's how they've been this week. And today is a little bit different because this is normally the time that they're trying to get our attention while we prepare dinner. And so we figured we'll do the live stream a little earlier tonight, and I'll give them the attention, which keeps them out of the kitchen while we're making dinner. Well, in this case, while Jenny's making dinner, because I'm giving them the attention. And so that's our challenge. Yeah. But that's been Wednesdays with Winnie and Gary this week. They're doing well. And yeah, they've been just a joy. And they've been watching the rain. It's been very rainy out here the past few days, and they've been watching out the window, which is kind of great. And I can't wait for the weather to be a lot nicer, because we've got a few neighborhood cats that sometimes come up to our sliding glass doors there, and it'll be interesting to see how they are. Yeah, we took them out last year, a few months after we got them home. In the summer, we bought harnesses for them, and the harnesses were a little big for them, but we tightened them down, and they both just did not like it at all. So now that they're older, I wonder if they would be interested in going out in a harness, but I'm not sure. We're not too eager to take them out. They're indoor cats, but I don't know. It's something we might consider for the future, but yeah. That's how these two knuckleheads have been, these cuties. But yeah, check out the Kitten Academy live stream. That's what we've been watching here. I think most of you here know what that is. That's pretty much why all of you are here, is because you found Winnie and Gary. Mr. Gary Garamond here and Winnie Wingdings here from the Font litter from Kitten Academy. But if you're not aware of what that is, check out Kitten Academy live stream on YouTube. Kitten Academy is an incredible kitten foster and mom cat foster in Northern Illinois, and they do wonderful things there with their mission on rescuing mom cats and kittens and fostering them and helping get the word out on a 24/7 live stream. And our moderator, Jonathan, thank you so much for posting a link to that. That's where you can watch that 24/7, watch these kittens grow up. That's the bath time kitties. They're the bath time kittens. And yeah, so that would be a great thing to check out if you're not familiar, and check out kitten.academy. And you can learn about how you can adopt some of those wonderful kittens like we did with Miss Winnie here and Mr. Garamond there. And you can check out Winnie and Gary on their Twitter at Winnie and Gary on Twitter. Thanks so much to our moderators. Lisa and Jonathan, thank you so much for helping keep the chat wonderful and friendly. Thanks to everybody for your interest in these two and for watching. We're so happy to share these two knuckleheads with everybody as long as people are interested, because they're just such a joy. And I know that people fell in love with Winnie here, her antics on Kitten Academy over a year ago, and Gary's goofiness on Kitten Academy, just like we did. So we felt we would show them live every Wednesday to keep you guys updated. So with that in mind, we'll see you guys all next week, and hopefully we'll get a chance to post a short little video. So keep checking their channel. And you can hit the little bell on the notifications, and you'll get a notification of when a new video is posted. Otherwise, you can check out older videos they have. You know, there'll be links, you know, in the video, like here, and you can click to subscribe right by Winnie there. So check that out when you get a chance. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. We will see you next week.